You're listening to eLearnChat, where talk is knowledge.
Hello and welcome to eLearnChat, our new podcast featuring prominent leaders, shakers and movers in the e-learning and training industry. My name is Rig Zanotti, and I'll be your host for these chats. This is part 2 of our interview with Janhavi Padture, Director of Knowledge Products and Strategy for Harbinger Group and Raptivity.
What makes a game interesting, and how does that add to the learning experience?
What I like to say is, if I were, imagine a 20-question questionnaire that was given to me, it would be kind of boring. But say it was presented in a form of a Jeopardy game or a million-dollar quiz kind of a game. Suddenly, it's interesting. Even I want to take it, Rick. So it makes that learning much more engaging, much more interesting. And sometimes, depending on what type of a game it is, if it's more of the immersive learning 3D type of a game, it could actually mimic some of the real life situations, or it could just be purely entertaining, but at the same time making the learning stick, because that's the nature of games, is they're very interesting for the learners.
Now, what makes Raptivity stand out? I've seen the interactions. I think they're nice looking. They look good. They're different. They have a lot of variety. What do you see as what makes them stand out the most?
There are several aspects of Raptivity that make it unique, but in my opinion, I'd say ease of use, the variety of interactions, and the sound instructional design are key characteristics that make it what it is. So Raptivity software is really easy to use. In fact, a recent Guild study, users have ranked it as the most easy to use tool among rapid authoring tools. And, as you know, getting interactivity created the traditional way, which is custom developed, can sometimes be time consuming and expensive. And while there's
it's always time consuming and expensive.
Yes. And, of course, there are times when you need that, but at other times, maybe time to market is of essence, or cost becomes an issue. If you develop it, come to think of it, when you do it custom, if you have to develop a mini game or a simulation, fine, you do it once, but the next time you need another one developed, you pretty much have to go back to the drawing board. But with the rapid interactivity paradigm, with Raptivity, it makes it really easy and cost-effective for anyone, even non-programmers, to create interactions without compromising on the quality or the learning outcomes. And the beauty of it is the reuse. You can pretty much use a template over and over and create variants of the same interaction in literally fraction of the time than getting it custom developed. In fact, as an example, we had one of our customers, a leading financial institution. For them, more than the cost of development, the time to market was really critical, because they were rolling out a new system in literally a matter of months. And the training department had a daunting task in front of them. Before the system went live, they not only had to complete developing the training, but also deliver the training to about 800 employees. And of course, they wanted to add interactivity to keep the employees motivated through the training process. So, they chose Raptivity not so much for the cost, obviously cost, but the time was of essence here, and ease of use and the professional look and feel for the output. So I think that's where the rapid interactivity, the ease of use, becomes key. And then, of course, Raptivity offers a wide selection of interactions, as I mentioned, 225. This being the case, e-learning developers can pretty much choose the interaction that best suits their needs. For instance, if you have a lot of media-rich content, you could use one of the 3D objects or virtual tour interactions. Or say you wanted to present a scenario which was part of your new hire training, say. You could choose Raptivity scenario-based simulations. And of course, like I mentioned, to make learning more engaging or more fun, there are several games, such as mini games or popular TV show type of games, strategy games. So you're not limited by the types or the choice of interactions in Raptivity. Lastly, there's one thing which instructional designers particularly appreciate about Raptivity, and that's the support for learning theories. It helps course developers ensure that they're selecting the interactions that best meet their instructional design needs. This in turn basically ensures that their content is instructionally sound.
Of all those 200 plus interactions, are they all custom modifiable?
Absolutely, all of them. And you can pretty much you can reuse them and plug in your content. You can also customize the look and feel, not just the content itself. So not only can you change the question and answers or the text, but even the backgrounds. You can do narrations. You can change the layout of how those elements are placed within the interaction. So it's very much customizable.
Now, you work within other authoring tools, like which ones?
It integrates easily and works well with almost all of the authoring tools out there. The output of Raptivity is a single Flash file. And what I usually like to say is wherever Flash goes, chances are Raptivity output will go. And Raptivity interactions can be launched standalone. But the most common use of Raptivity is within complete e-learning courses that are obviously developed using other authoring systems. So be it a simple HTML page developed using Dreamweaver, or a course created using Articulate or Lectora, or for that matter, even a Captivate movie, you can embed Raptivity interactions in there.
Need help with your e-learning development? Visit www.relate.com.